What up, Facebook? Hey, Valtopia, YouTube, Instagram, everybody, say hello. Say hello. Hey, honey, I'm Val Cripps. I am a really super powerful energy guide and mindset mentor, and today I'm going to talk to you about when you need to get up and drive your funky soul. Those of you who are running an amazing business, you're ballers. Guess what? If you're looking around you and seeing yourself in comparison to where other people are and everything that you want and feeling the fear and the energy of that, it's cool. We're going to talk about that today. Let's talk about that today. Say hello. Let me know if you're watching the playback or if you're here live. If you're new, say hello, honey. I'm just going to share this into my free group and onto my page, and then I'll be ready to start. You don't want to miss it. I feel like dancing today. What about you? So, I run my own business. I work with clients virtually around the world, and I have worked with clients who were making $25K monthly, and now they're making millions. And, you know, we all have a place where we want so badly to be far beyond where we are, right? We all, and I was talking with a client today, and I've been going through old client rosters and looking at all of the experiences and all of the fears and doubts and all of the resistances that powerful, amazing, incredible leaders have. And there's a common thread in these resistances that come up. And the thing about it is, no matter how powerful you are and how far you've come, you've had them too. And I want to specifically address and talk to those of you who are looking for your solutions to get through these fears with systems, instead of actually feeling what it is that these fears have to help you grow. Let me know if this resonates for you, if you understand what I mean. Many of the clients that I've had have wanted to grow their business and have been doing so from a place of looking outside of themselves to resolve those feelings of fear. Like if they want to grow bigger, then they're going to have to do this, and they do that thing, and it doesn't address the inner fear. It doesn't address the inner foundation. It doesn't address the thing that's actually stopping you from expanding, that has to do with what's inside of you and how your feelings are. How many of you are resonating with this? Let me see if I'm missing any comments on the watch party. So, let me read out to you some of these fears that have been addressed through the work that I do with my clients over the years. And let's see if you are resonating with this. Where did I do this? Come on now. It's so funny. We get caught up in our head, and we think that if we have a better strategy, that we'll get, in touch with more of who we want to be with, of who we want to work with, of how we want it to be. And you can write in your journal, that's what I was looking in my journal, and I was seeing how many places I had written, I want to be here, I want this to happen, I want that to happen, and it felt so far away. And then here it is, I've gone through and accomplished all of it, and it's the same with my clients. So let me find where, here it is. Let me read off to you some of these common feelings that stop people and that are actually the thing that you can address versus trying to implement another system or get a different kind of guidance, a different strategy. Let me know if any of these resonate for you, or if you're identifying them in a place in your body when I say them. Fear of authenticity, fear of expansion, fear of standing in your value, looking to others for approval, fear of success, fear of not taking action, fear of not trusting self, feeling disempowered, an inability or lack of receiving, fear of exposure, fear of being judged, fear of being a sellout, guilt, shame, fear of the heartache of stepping into a new level and leaving people behind. How many of you have felt this as you're growing and expanding? And how many of you who have a business where you've been coming up to 20, 25K months and it's not working for you and the fear is coming up and you think you need a better strategy, you think you need a better website, you think you need a better marketing plan, and actually you could implement what I did with my clients and see the quantum shift that they had. They addressed the inside. They also took care of the strategy, but the strategy and the systems shifted after they did the inner shift to shift into being authentic as fuck, expanding like a boss, standing in your value, looking within for that approval and that final sense of like, fuck yeah, this is what I'm doing. This is me. This is how I'm connecting in with my light and the light that's shining for me and with me, the people that I'm meant to work with, the impact that I really want to have. Taking huge inspired action, fully trusting yourself, receiving huge visibility, freeing yourself from judgment, confidence, delight, and positive self-awareness, and stepping into your next level with quantum leap certainty and outcomes, right? K-Boss is over there whining at me. This is the kind of work that a lot of people will overlook, and they will spin their wheels in a state of stagnation or confusion, trying and investing a lot of money and time in methods that will never take you beyond where you haven't addressed what's inside. So if you want to know if this is you, if you have hidden body fears inside of your body, hidden body fears inside of your body, tightness somewhere that you've gotten so used to feeling, you don't even recognize that it's a sign and a cue to help shape you, to help remind you there are places inside of you that need work to shift the energy so you can attract and magnetize a different situation. If you resonate with this, but you're not quite sure, and you haven't quite learned how to feel into your own energy and to understand how it's creating a dynamic in your life that you're trying to fix a different way, that's only going to change as far as you don't address what's on the inside and the energy around it and the inner foundation of you as you infuse yourself into your business. Let me know if this resonates. I'm going to see if there's any comments on the. Hi, Rosella. I always I log off and then I see that people have been commenting on the watch party, so I don't want to miss anybody's comments. So listen, if this is you and you're watching this and you're like, look, I've got to expand to the next level. I earn the money in my family. My business has been doing really well, and then it started shifting, and I really thought that I needed to do. Then what you're saying makes sense to me, Val. I understand that there's parts of me I'm hiding and feeling fearful about, like fear of visibility or fear of speaking to certain kinds of people or fear of expansion, all the things that I've listed. If you identified with what I listed, but you're not quite sure what to do about it and you've been trying systems to fix it, fill out the application on Valtopia.com. I will reach out with you right away and we can get started right away. And so much happens in the first session because a lot of that energy you're plugged into, when you clear your attachment to those feelings and resonances, that is when the big inspiration comes in. That is when you begin to take a different kind of action than you've been taking before. And the actual support that you do call in to address the systems and strategies are going to be way more aligned to who you actually are, and you won't be creating more shit upon shit upon shit and trying to scale chaos and discomfort and what isn't working for you right now. Do you feel me on this? Yes! All right, thank you for joining me today. This is a quickie because I'm going to go get my kids today. I am a working mommypreneur. I work out of my own place. This is my artwork. I started out as an artist. I had no idea how I was going to make my own empire, but I felt driven to. It was a knowing inside of me. And I had all of the fears that I've listed, and I still get those fears as I'm expanding to new levels, right? We all do. And so when I started, I had no idea that I was psychic. I didn't know I can feel other people's energy. I didn't know that I could shift energy in an instant. It was so easy. And that as I allowed myself to use my gift of tuning in and feeling and knowing things and share it boldly without being afraid to speak my truth or being persecuted or being judged, I just kept coming out and out with it and learning to get through those fears. And my gift was always there. And you'll see I've posted some reviews from when I was working with people, and you could see that they would go from 8 or 10 of pain down to 0, time after time after time. These healing techniques allow us to come into a state of neutrality and rise up into limitless possibilities instead of getting caught up in where we are right now. And that has a huge impact on your ability to squash timelines and to jump ahead in your experience towards what you desire. And that's what happened for me. I began to let myself open up. I let myself have the energy clearing. I let myself shift my mind, and I completely changed paradigms, and I'm living a much more free lifestyle than I was. I've learned to express my views and have incredible boundaries. And these are all topics that I work with with very powerful business leaders: worthiness, boundaries, relationships. Many of us have grown up in controlling relationships or interesting dynamics that we may have done a shit ton of healing around, and we're still carrying certain elements of that into our business. And so we get to address those things in a really powerful way so that life, business, and all of it comes into a cohesive integration that's just, fuck yeah, all kinds of aligned to who you are. And when you are, you glow and light up, and you connect in to those you're meant to. So look, my little doggy is kissing me over here. He wants to go out for a little walk. Kiba. Okay. So if this resonates for you, or if you love my artwork, please go check out Valtopia.com. You might have noticed that I do these incredible digital portraits, and I also do them as paintings. Those portrait activations are my unique healing modality. It's a very powerful way for me to be present in your energy field and to work with your multidimensional timelines and to support you in a way that only I can do. So if you are curious about those, I can link you to an album that I have here on Facebook. I've taken it down off of my site temporarily because I'm restructuring the page. But let me know if you're curious about those portraits. And fill out the application to work with me as you're aligned to this work. We get started right away, and by the beginning of the year, you would be in a completely different place in your mindset, in your energy, in your magnetism, in your clarity. And the outcomes for that is all kinds of money. We are a magnet for money when we're clear in ourselves, our ideas, our channel, our connection to others, better relationships, more aligned business, new higher paying clients. A lot of this stuff happens just automatically when you begin to work with me because you feel yourself calibrating to much higher levels of resonance to yourself. Yes, that's what it's about. So thank you for joining me today. Own your frequency, Supernova. There's nobody like you. Go check it out on Valtopia.com. I can't wait to see you in my inbox, honey. Have a great day.